Welcome back. Another episode of the Scenario Podcast. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Brother Matt, what's been going on, my man?
Chilling, man. It's the business.
Man, it's been cold as hell.
Yeah, it has been. It has been. It's been so damn cold. The ground exploded in Chicago.
Yeah, the Chicago. Shout out to my people in Chicago. Minnesota too has been taking it bad as well.
It's been so damn cold that the police in Missouri said, "Please don't commit no crimes."
And that's an ass whooping coming too.
Like,
if they got to get up and
like
leave.
you like people that got kids in school and stuff like that. They send like the little phone call out, like, "Hey, we're gonna be closed tomorrow, so don't put them on the bus." Like the police, what are they doing? Are they just driving down the street with like a loudspeaker? Like, hey,
like,
don't even fucking come out here tripping because we not playing because we not trying to get out the car.
Or no, they ain't trying to leave the station.
Oh, so you don't think they on the streets
They ain't even
at all?
patrolling.
So it's just like, so they treat the hood like they treat the good side of town?
Yeah, well, I mean, did you see where it was coming from?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. I don't think there's any good side of town in that area either.
But literally, the state police, and somebody in Missouri, police department in Missouri.
I think it was like Washington, Missouri area, like Sullivan up in there.
Okay, so they just basically what they were saying is stop making meth and tripping.
Exactly.
That's what they were saying down in them spots.
Stop having meth and prostitution for one day in one house.
Multi-house illegal scenarios.
Yeah, please don't do that. Yeah, but it's been cold, man. Sorry about last week, y'all. I was out of town for work on a thought tour, and then I came back, had some family business, so we didn't get a chance to record. But we got a lot of dope stuff for y'all for today's show. Let's go and jump in the mailbag, man. Right off the top. First one comes from T. Lawrence. He says, "Glad to see y'all took a break for once. Y'all been putting out hot fire every week. But with this week coming up, how do you all think of how LeBron feels with these coworkers that he don't like? And how do you think the coworkers feel that the new guy that came is the reason that all y'all getting fired?"
Well, he ain't exactly wrong.
No, like that's a great analogy.
Now the trade deadline is come and gone, and Anthony Davis is still a Pelican.
Which I said that they should do in general if they want to make any kind of money this year for their home games.
Who's that? Just keep him?
Yeah, you had to.
My thing is that there's a chance now they might not play him the rest of the year.
That's illegal. You can't do that.
Well, it's the NBA.
But also, that's the Player Association, too. You can't do that. That's an antitrust thing situation.
Oh, I agree. But
you can't stop the man from playing.
It ain't about stopping him from playing. He might be all good with it. He wants for his stock to be in the absolute best state it can be so he can land where he wants to land.
If he's smart, he should say, "I don't," but don't want to play. So he won't go against the Players Association.
Like, he's going to play in the All-Star game because there's money on the table.
And you want to kick it.
Yeah. I mean, you could go and kick it. Still all the same.
So you want to be able to be like out there, like I got to, you want to be at the club and be like, I'm at the All-Star game tomorrow, right?
Oh, they know that. No. They know that. They know who he is.
When he stepped in, was he 7'1"?
Yeah, it's somewhere in there.
Yeah, so he stepped in, you know what it is.
The brow. You know the brow when the brow walk in. But
remember the rumors that he's supposed to be dating Brittany Griner? Remember that? Did you hear about that?
I remember hearing about that, but I know that ain't the
case. I was like, this is pre-internet, y'all, where we could really fact check. This is just like people was like, yo, he messed with Brittany Griner.
That ain't happening.
And he might have let it ride just to I've let it ride. It's all good.
I might be the homie or something.
Yeah, they was both player of the year at the same time.
Right.
All that.
Right. No, but so the Lakers. Yeah, I mean, but back to the original point there. That's got to be awkward, right? Like LeBron comes to town. Like you've been here for a little while. You've been, getting your roots set in. It's the only place you ever played in your career. New dude come to town. And you find out all of a sudden that you ain't cutting it.
No, and you trained him you trained him for your job. You done gave him a tour of the building, and then he's going to replace you.
Well, I mean, Magic and Kobe probably took him around the building.
That's true. Actually, this guy is going to be your manager, and you don't even get to meet him.
Right. Exactly.
Like, hey, this is LeBron, your new manager. You be like, damn.
But I mean, it's weird to see what's happening though, because like the Lakers are like literally playing tight as hell on the other side of that. Like they've been getting blown out a few times. LeBron get hurt. The rumors still popping that like all of y'all. And it isn't even like it's around one or two people. It's literally around like the whole team that's not LeBron. And
everybody's up for grabs in general.
Like, but here's my thing is that when they talking about they made an offer with Kyle Kuzma, Lonzo Ball,
Brandon Ingram,
and
2 first-round picks.
And I heard the last one was 4.
Well, no, that's what the Pelicans was their return offer.
Was what they asked back for was 4. I was like, and there was also an offset salary in there. I think.
Yeah.
I think that. I think
they was going to take on some salary.
They was going to take on what's his name, Lance Stevenson or Michael Beasley for contract purposes. But like that was going to lead. Here's my question: is how the hell were the Lakers going to field a team after that? Like it was going to be LeBron, Anthony Davis, KCP, Josh Hart.
What about my boy
Kobe
Stein?
Kobe is going to have to come back. No, not Cauley Stein. He's in Sacramento. Oh, you thinking about what's his name? Plays center.
Yeah. I'm not thinking about
dude, that Shaq was going after from the.
No, from not dude to live with his mama still. That's what you're thinking about, right? That kissed Dr. J mom in the mouth.
Oh yeah.
That's not what I'm thinking about. I know everybody's like shouting at the podcast right now.
They're upset.
Like, yo, you can't remember his name. Unfortunately, the Indiana Pacers fans also told him he wasn't worth being traded last night. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
And they did it. It's like not worth being traded. I was like, y'all are ill.
Like, cats be getting assaulted, man. Like fans literally be coming for these dudes. Like they not like y'all better respect the malice at the palace. Y'all better respect it.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened more. Honestly,
hell yeah. Like, you know how hard cats be on these guys? Like legitimately, like they're going after them. Like layup lines, they just showed up for work and somebody yelling at you. Like you literally just put on your work clothes and ran out and then somebody already screaming at you.
Shout out to me and Javon Bibbs who was yelling at Austin Rivers throughout the whole game.
Well, he deserves it.
So that was fine.
That's fine.
Yelling at Austin Rivers. But it's crazy with this. So they, like you said, who are they going to fill a team out with? And my thing is the Lakers did bad negotiation, I feel. Because they put their best deal they put up front first.
Well, yeah, I mean, but here's my thing, though, too. If that can't get it done, he can't go there.
You know.
Like, if that can't get it done, because now that the Celtics are going to get the bid.
But the Celtics don't have as much assets as that.
The hell they don't. They top-end players are better than what the Lakers
have. No, but they want draft picks, though. They want 4 first-rounders.
No, they're not as heavy on that if they can get Jason Tatum.
So you saying Tatum, what?
I don't know. They're not gonna have to give up that much. It's Danny Ainge. He gonna end up
trying to play finesse. He gonna
end up playing him. Like he gonna
might
trade.
fuck around and keep Jason Tatum
like
somehow. Figure out a way to keep Jason
Well,
Tatum.
I mean, they could trade. You could make that trade without Jason Tatum being in it. But I mean, he gonna end up somehow. They gonna end up with Gordon Hayward contract and then trade them Drew Brees. And it's gonna be like how you trade Drew Brees from the Saints to the Pelicans and get Jason because Danny Ainge is the like,
finesser.
He's like fucking Thomas Crown or something. Like he's on a whole nother level.
I mean, he finessed the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets just getting back from 5 years ago with their trade for
he devastated
Pearson
that.
Garnett.
He traded them 2 cats that was about 70 years old. And
they were combined age 70.
That's true. Like he traded them 2 senior citizens
for 4 first-round picks.
Right. Like
they ended up being Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Who else was on that? Marcus Smart. They had damn near their whole squad right now.
It was a gang of folks that
would have been on the Nets.
Maybe Avery Bradley was in there too.
All them cats would have been on the Nets.
But so like the Nets basically just shot themselves in the foot. Got real lucky by swinging that D'Angelo Russell trade, who then came into his own.
And Spencer Dinwiddie, the dude
that
can't go back
and lucked up. You know what I mean? So. Like, yeah, Danny Ainge. Stay away from Danny Ainge. Danny Ainge is the cat you can't leave your girl around.
And that's the one of somebody. The Danny's got said he got a better deal for us, but we got to wait till July.
Well, because they couldn't make the trade.
Right, I know because of the deal, because they can't have 2 multiple. You can't more than 2 max players not signed.
Yeah.
At the same time on the roster.
Right.
But that's kind of messed up. It's like, hey, I got you though. Just wait till payday. It's almost like wait till I get paid.
Yeah.
Even though you got a deal in front of you, like but wait till I get paid.
He's like, I've already taken all the money I can take off my debit card today. Just give me like 2 hours, and when it hits midnight, I'll give you another rack.
Oh no, I'm gonna pop bottles at midnight.
We gonna turn up at midnight because my direct deposit hit.
It actually be on the West Coast, so it hit at 10.
Yeah, so we ain't gotta wait for real. Like it's going down. Oh, that's the worst. If you work in the West Coast, but then you don't get paid and you in the East Coast, and you get paid like 3 o'clock.
You might just go to bed.
Yeah, that's
go to bed. You didn't say kick it on that Friday.
That's what the Lakers are doing. They just go into bed because their direct deposit didn't hit in time. They thought they had a lot more money in there, but they had already spent it. And then, of course, Lavar Ball had something to say about it. Like he had took 1.5 years off. But now he was like, all right, it's too much. Like, he might have been the maddest person in America over the last year and a half.
But he was over there with Lithuania with his son.
But the Lakers, but he was over there because the Lakers is like, yo, you got to get away from this team. Like, he done all of this preaching and stuff. They get to the league, and they're like, yo, we don't do all that around here. You got to shut up.
That's why him going to New Orleans would be.
Oh, my God.
Because they can't stop that.
It would be the worst. Like, that's why. But here's the thing. Lavar goes into the thing and says, Lonzo needs to end up in Phoenix, and I'm going to speak it into existence.
Because he was talking about him, Aiden, and Booker together, right? Yeah.
And whoever they get this year, because they stink. I mean,
they could
very well end up with Zion.
I know our women listeners, our women listeners, our non-NBA listeners.
I mentioned Drew Brees.
Yeah, but I want to go in, before we even go to our main topics, this Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, New York Knicks thing with Kristaps Porzingis. Is this a good trade or bad in your eyes?
I don't know what the hell is wrong with the Knicks. Like,
they had to have got it from Durant that like some kind of silent agreement that he's coming.
I mean, you would hope so, but we've seen this from the Knicks before.
When they tried to get LeBron and Wade.
And they had them, and they had both of them, and then they fucked off, and they ended up with Amari Stoudemire.
And Carmelo.
Yeah. Like, you got
and they traded half their team for Carmelo, which really messed up their team.
Yeah, exactly.
And they could have waited 6 months and got Carmelo.
Right.
Which is one of the dumbest trades in Knicks history.
Like, you could have kept Porzingis. You could have kept Porzingis. You could have still got the other guys.
And you didn't have to max Porzingis out yet. You just give him that second rookie contract.
There's a chance they could have got one more max contract, the top pick in the draft, and Porzingis. Instead, you traded them away for salary cap relief to maybe get 2 cats. Listen, if they don't end up with either one of these dudes, because I don't feel like either one of them going to go somewhere on their own.
No, there's got to be a package deal.
Like, you're not going to just have them go somewhere and then they're going to be like, oh, wait a minute. It's just me and fucking Dennis Smith Jr. What the fuck did I just do?
Now
I was playing for the Celtics or the Warriors, and now I'm in New York with Dennis Smith Jr. and John Starks' retired number. I don't even know John Starks' number retired.
Hell no, you know his number ain't retired.
It should be. John Starks has earned it.
No, they hate that motherfucker on the low.
They love him,
Starks. But they hate him. They don't like him enough to retire his jersey.
Well, no.
Trust me on that. No, but this is my Jedi mind thing, though. What if Durant goes back to D.C. where he's from?
No, there's no way that can happen. John Wall's contract.
No. And they said, just push John Wall off a building.
John Wall's trying to push himself off a building right now.
I fell down some steps and tore my Achilles tendon?
Bruh. Like, he got the bag.
No, he didn't say it in my house, right? It wasn't down the steps.
Yeah, it was in his house. He just didn't say where. So, like, here's the thing.
You think he's drunk?
I don't know. I have no clue. I don't even know what to make of this. He was already out for the year. Now he's out for 2 years?
Yeah.
Yo, he's going to start making $41.5 million next year, and he's out until 2021? Bro, you got to, like, eliminate him like House of Cards. Like,
is he worse than Allen Houston?
He might be. This contract is way worse than that.
But, I mean, for adjusted for inflation, it may be equal.
I don't know, dog.
That was early 2000s.
I don't know, dog. Somehow... you know what happened is that the Wizards realized, they say, we got too much money on the books. We got to do something. Oh, let's call the Bulls. They'll be down to do some stupid shit.
And we fucking got Otto Porter.
And they dumped that Otto Porter contract somehow on the Bulls for Bobby Portis and Jabari Parker, which was also a terrible contract. But the Bulls are like literally getting better.
Why?
For no reason.
I would be literally cutting people and picking people off the street. I would literally have a tryout.
Jerry Reinsdorf is so cheap, he probably realized that if he drafts too good of a player, he's going to have to pay him one day. And he like, fuck that shit.
Go and give me that 5th pick.
Yeah, I'll take that 7th pick. Where did we get Heinrich at? 7, 6? Let's get back there.
Yeah, the Bulls going to be bad for a while, man. Because the Knicks going to probably fucking get Zion, man. The Knicks going to get Zion. They ain't gonna let that not happen when the Knicks not getting Zion.
There's a lot of places though that Zion could fit in at though.
But no, I'm just saying that they're gonna get a Patrick Ewing situation because the NBA needs the Knicks to be good to take that.
Yo, they could also let them get Ja Morant and just really put a G back there, put a young Russell Westbrook back there or RJ Barrett. There's options. The Knicks don't have to get the one. I mean. That's like kind of like the ideal as far as selling them jerseys.
Before moving on, we need Ja Morant in the NCAA tournament. The whole
where the hell is Murray State at?
What conference?
No, where is it?
It's in Kentucky.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in Kentucky.
How did he end up there?
The story goes that he's like a 4 or 5 star player or whatever, and he was like below the people's like
But he was running with Zion. People saw
Yeah,
him.
and they was just like, nah, we good. And he was like, he went with the coach that kind of stuck with his recruiting. Because a lot of people came on the back end, like I think like the week before signing day type thing. And he was like, no, I'm just going to stick with the dude that been hitting me up at the beginning.
Okay, that's honorable.
Yeah. But we need him in the NCAA tournament, man. We need him in the tournament.
I mean, I'm here for Zion ending up in Atlanta.
Atlanta's winning though right now.
They're kind of fucking off.
Yeah.
This is the first year. This is the first year where it's equal though for the top pick between the three worst records.
Yeah, but this
so you got the
right
Knicks right now. You got the Knicks, you got the Cavs, and you got the Suns with the best record, with the worst records.
Ooh. He don't want to go to Cleveland.
It's probably mean that's where he's going to be.
He said that's where you can't let Dan Snyder get these many number one picks, right? They got to put the fix in at some point.
Colin Sexton and Zion Williamson coming to a town near you soon. Kevin Love, the ghost of Kevin Love.
And Tristan, we got to let Tristan go then, right?
I don't know.
That contract is against it. He got a damn near max deal too.
He might as well stay, man.
All right, let's get into some of my topics, man.
All right, man. So I know you've been needing to get into this for a bit.
Let's get it, man. I've been talking about it.
I know. I kind of let you down last time because I just didn't have time to watch it. But
Fyre Festival.
Fyre Festival time. What's up? Let's hear it.
Man, Ja Rule is get rich or die trying for real. Shout out to my little brother who texted me that.
Keep going, man.
Yeah,
there's a lot to get into.
He really wants to be like 50 as much as possible. I think him getting them seats bought out from him really like sent that corner. Even though I know that's afterwards, but the fact that 50 has been shitting on him for so many years, he got the vitamin water, he got all that kind of stuff. And then did you see the bad rumor that came out that he bought Murder Inc. Records publishing?
Yeah, you.
I had to check that.
We talked about that.
Yeah, I had to check that. That was one of them. I was like, "This is too."
That's some Kesha shit right there.
Yeah, that's too convenient. I need that to be fact checked. But man, the Fyre Fest, man. I don't feel sorry for nobody but the Bahamian black people, man. That was fucked up in the game.
I don't know if there's been more people that I've looked at and not felt sorry for in one thing in my life. Like it was a fascinating ass documentary. Both documentaries were fascinating as hell. But like I can't possibly feel bad for the people that spent that money to go to that shit. Like I can't.
Yeah.
Like what's the lure there? Like this, if the Fyre Festival docs anything, it let me know that I'm 35.
So supposedly there was some people that had a ball.
Yeah, it looked like some of the people that got into the houses.
Some people went out there was like, we kicked.
Yeah, but I mean, but the picture.
No, I'm about fucking with people too. Like, we just gonna make this motherfucking Lord of the Flies.
It would have been ass whooping central though. Like the thing the cameras didn't show you was a couple black people, the real black people that went there.
So some black people, like real black people.
I'm assuming so. You know how we love to be at some shit and say we up on something that the rest of us ain't.
And then everybody was trying to get up on it after we got on. Like, man, I was over there the first year.
I was at the motherfucking Fyre Festival. They were bragging about that shit until these documentaries came out.
That shit was old.
Now they like, man, yeah, they was on turn Fyre Festival in the South by Southwest.
That's exactly what it is.
That's what they was gonna try to make it be. I don't know, like the crazy number one dude, Billy McFarland's got to be like. He's like fucking like Lex Luthor if he had absolutely no brains at all. Like if you took all of Lex Luthor's brains out, yeah, he just became that. Like
and dumb. Like why are you recording
So
yourself?
I'm asking you this: does he have a problem? Like does he have a problem, or like he can't acknowledge the shit he's doing, or is he just playing dumb?
I think he's literally somebody that.
Or does he have a concussion? Because the way he was looking the entire time, it just looked like. He just had a concussion for both that entire movie, the Hulu one.
But he was in jail. I mean, somebody hit him upside the head or something.
But he wasn't in jail when they did that interview first one.
I know, but he was still he had to get bail to get out. He was in there for like a week or two.
Oh, well, yeah.
And he was at Rikers in New York.
And dude doing 6 years and still owes like $295
million.
Not 295.
No, 5 million. It was
2.9 million.
But it's more than that too, though, because the second fraud he did too with the tickets.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. When dude just decided to become StubHub, like
and use somebody else.
He was selling tickets for shit that don't even have tickets.
Like what?
Like I don't understand. All right, so my question about this is going to be: is access really that important to people?
Yes.
to like feel like they're doing something or being somewhere or being around famous people? Like, what's the lure there? Like, what is
access is? I would love access too, but I want to get it for free. That's my thing, because I knew somebody, I got a hook up, and I'm cool with somebody. That's the allure of it to me.
But like you're not like defining yourself by access.
No.
Like the thing that I'm looking at I'm looking at people look at this commercial with all of these chicks off Instagram or whatever, and they're like, oh, I gotta be there. Like, how fucking stupid are you to think that you're gonna get on a plane and you're just gonna be there with them?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, just think about it. Like, I don't think that I'm gonna walk into Victoria's Secret at the mall and fucking Adriana Lima is gonna be up in there, and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, it's on. Like, that's what that is to me.
But that marketing was fire though. Literally.
Oh, it was a great idea, but
marketing campaign. But that wasn't them that did that. That was the marketing team. That other marketing team they had with this.
Oh, I know. Right. Like they set the thing up the right way. But like, I'm just looking at this. Like, how in the hell did this even get this far? Like, I'm just confused about it was like a funnel. I'm just spiraling down this thing, and I'm like, how did any of this get this far?
Ego, man.
Billy's of the people.
Everybody's, man.
Like, everybody tied in. And like,
but Billy he had the string over everybody's head because my money was tied up in the fact if this was successful or not.
Here's my thing too. How the hell does Ja Rule just get away from all of this?
Because his name went on nothing.
But I mean, like,
his name ain't on nothing.
If you're legally not tied to it, you can just be, man.
Think about Cleo with the Psychic Network. She was just the spokesperson. She didn't get sued. The Psychic Network got sued.
I didn't know. I never got the full details of Miss Cleo.
Rest in peace, Miss Cleo. She's went to glory on this. But dude, the crew de grace sucking dick part. That's the. That one. My thing is like, yo. So you're sitting in a planning meeting. I'm assuming it's with the same guys. He was. Well, no, I'm not. I'm assuming it's the same kind of demo with the same guys that he was doing scamming with the second time. Hey man, we need to get something going. He gay, I heard.
Listen,
he's gay, I heard.
We running out of options.
Who's gay? No, who's gay?
Anybody in here gay? Anybody? You?
No.
Hey, come over here real quick.
Do you know is anybody gay in our team? What was the dude's name? I forgot the guy's name.
I don't know.
I'm gonna pull it up, but you know he is. Is he?
Yo.
Say word. Really? We might be on to something, people. We might be on to something here.
We might be all good here.
So why don't we first he probably was like, hey, somebody call him up and do it. Like, man, I ain't doing that.
Right.
No, I ain't doing that. And everybody was probably like, I ain't doing that. And he was like, fuck it, I'll do it myself. Ring. Hey man, we need you to do something real big for us. Yeah. Need you to suck some dick for me.
Just a little bit.
You ain't got. You just put his head in if you want.
All right, that's enough.
I'm being extra with this.
So you summon a cat to do what on the other side of an island just to free up some water and some alcohol?
Andy King is his name. No, yeah, Andy King.
The gay community got to be upset at him for dropping that story in there. Like, that was the clincher of the whole Netflix doc, was hearing that. I was literally like, I rewinded it twice. Like, I wish I could put both of them together, like the Netflix one and the one that's on Hulu. Like, put them both together,
like a companion piece kind of thing.
No, I just want to combine both of them.
Oh, and just have a 4-hour documentary,
like with Billy explaining that whole thing too. Like, Billy McFarlane, is it true that you dispatched a man to go and suck some dick to free up some beverages?
He said he likes sucking dick. I'm like, damn, dude, what kind of fucking person are you?
Yeah, so, I don't know.
Because they was so much behind in money, dude. Like,
I mean, on principle for me, I'm just not getting on a plane to go to an island to just go to some shit that's not even, like, you starting to see people pop up and say they not going. Like, I think my man on the one on Hulu summed it up pretty well, and he said, yo, I'm not paying that kind of money to go see a Blink-182 concert.
Goddamn right. And my thing is, on top of that, why wasn't Ja Rule a headliner?
Well, they wanted people to come.
Look, you would have had I think that demographic will fuck with Ja Rule.
He probably would have.
He sold millions of records not because of our demo.
That's fair.
It wasn't our demo that put him over the edge where he became this MTV TRL star.
That's fair. That's fair.
The only drawback would be, were they listened to Ja Rule 10 years ago. More than 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Yeah, they probably were. They were 8, 9 years old.
Yeah, that's some music they
listening.
grew up with.
That was, they got the Ashanti joints, him and Ashanti singing.
Ja Rule is essentially to them what NWA is to us. Just run with it.
I was going to say MC Hammer is to white people in the 90s.
I was just saying for us, people that we inherited.
Inherited. I got you. Yeah. It's that Fyre Fest, man. Like, I actually think it's a great idea in principle. If you
that's the problem, though. It was a principle that was acted upon. It's like it's not something. It was never a fully formed thing. But so my big thing is that that's everybody involved's fault, though. Mm-hmm. Like, they can try to paint this dude as like McFarlane as being the issue, and he's definitely had to carry the lion's share of the blame. But y'all were mad enabling him to do that shit, and not people were pulling out when it threatened them, but they weren't pulling out when it was like, oh no, this shit just flat ass ain't right. Like, there's no way he could have done all of that.
Well, that one marketing company ended up stepping away. The one that was doing that set up the whole thing.
Fuck Tyler.
Is that what they were called?
I think that was the name of it. Fuck Tyler.
Oh, okay. Because, that's right. That was the name of their company, Fuck Tyler. And they were like, man, we can't keep lying to these people. And then we're not putting up no more stuff. He's like, cool. Give me y'all the credentials, the passwords, and ID stuff. Though I got another company already. They're gonna hit you up. Like, god damn. And my thing is like, I guess what if the company will come on board after that and be like, hey, this is the situation, or is he lying to them?
He promised them more money too. My thing is, shit like this can't happen to me because I don't do shit until I'm paid. Nothing. I'm not doing it.
He was dangling that money above everybody's head. Like, well, yeah, after the show when it's popping, look, I done been a promoter too long and seen too many cats being like, I'm gonna get you at the end of the night. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And the night could be good or bad. And I'm like, you know what? Guess what happened, man? They robbed us, right? Did you hear about that?
Yo, you won't never.
Mask came up and robbed us.
You won't never guess what happened, dog.
I know it's 2,000 people up in here, man, but they stuck me, man. And then my baby moms came up there, and the government took cash straight out. Yeah,
my
the judge
baby
came
moms
up to the cash in the front and snatched money out. Trust me,
my
man.
baby moms came with the government. They both
judge
came through together.
The judge had the gavel and the robe on. He said, "I got to come up off 10 grand right now." 10 grand, goddamn.
Like cash. I needed it in my pockets right now.
Receipt right here. Look, like I said, and then it'd be flashing up real fast. Look, yeah, like I said, there's a receipt right here from the government.
Right. Doing 3-card money and shit with it. Like, I don't know. That was like a whole thing that like I just looked at and I was just like, y'all got bamboozled.
Yeah.
Like, this is one of the great bamboozlements of all time. Bamboozlements. That's what I'm gonna call it. Bamboozlement, the movie.
And then they was out there living like Lord of the Flies, fighting each other, fucking up tents. Like, that one Asian brother was like, man, we just fucked up everybody 10 around us, for it was just us around us. Mm-hmm. I was like, god damn. Mm-hmm. I guarantee it wasn't no black people.
No.
The group, that one group of black people that went to Howard, that went there,
yeah.
They didn't get fucked with.
So my thing is, I looked at the whole thing and I was like, I just want to understand why we put ourselves in those situations. Like, why even chase that? Like, why make that be a thing? Why is saying that you're at stuff? And the big question I got is like they went after all these influencers and all these people. I have no idea who those people are.
No.
But like, I know who like Bella Hadid is, and I know who like Emily Ratajkowski is, and like the Victoria's Secret models and stuff. But like, influencer. So like, is influencer a job?
Yes.
How the fuck did that become a job? And like,
when people start monetizing Instagram pages.
Well, I get that, but I mean, just because you decide to do it, like, it just says you're an influencer.
Yeah, because you got to think of it from a company standpoint, because they're lazy as shit now. They don't want to put out real marketing campaigns or do real advertising. They just want to see, oh, dang, you got 800,000 followers. Shit, if we can get 10% of them people to click on this link, we good to go.
Right.
And then another.
But my question is like,
to buy something from me, I'm in there.
But my thing is like, yeah, you say you're an influencer and all of that stuff, but like, how do you even get to that point where like you could just like, if you don't
do anything, I guess. Like, my thing is, like, what's your...
That shit started all that shit. They may not.
But, yeah, but, like, they at least were people that you saw doing... Like, these people that are just on there.
Small versions of it. They just...
How? I just want...
It's not in our demo, though. That's the thing. It's not in our demo.
I'm not worried about it. I want to understand. I can understand things that happen to, like, my parents and shit like that.
That ain't my demo either, but, like, I can get it. I just want to understand how. And it doesn't seem like anybody really can give an answer as to the why and the how the influencer market even started happening.
Yeah, it's the social media thing, and it's the laziness of companies, man. They don't want to put in no work. They want to just, I picked him, boom, let's do it. Same thing with artists, even in music. Motherfuckers don't want to A&R and develop artists anymore. They just want you to come right out, drop an album, like, oh yeah, you dope, or you got a little fan base. I can monetize that.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, because people are fighting for so much. People are fighting so much attention when it comes to marketing now. That's what they look at it like. Shit, if my company associates with this person, then X amount of people will fuck with it because of that association, because they fuck with them. And that's general sponsorship, but it's way more. I wouldn't say insidious, more numerical than like a brand like a Michael Jordan brand.
It's like analytics.
Yeah.
In sports, where everything is getting categorized by math and all those type of things, as opposed to that. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
I agree with you.
Like, I understand if you like give it to like if you
have a social media presence for like a Victoria's Secret model or something like that.
Somebody who does something where it's visual and you can see why people follow them and they do something, like whether you consider it to be a talent or not, that's up to you. But I mean, I think being able to draw attention to yourself is a certain level of talent, you know, because there's a lot of people that are really talented that don't know how to promote themselves and don't know how to ever really truly receive the attention that they should. You know, if you look at it but I think it's just a value shift, honestly. Like, the whole Fyre Festival thing to me is a value shift. It's like
value shift. Okay.
Where like what's happened now is it's about the theoretical, and the what could be carries more value than the what is. So like Emily Ratajkowski or Kendall Jenner is like what Michael Jordan was in the 80s. Where Michael Jordan, who is a world-class athlete, who has, you know, if Michael Jordan was an athlete now with the same fame that he had in the 80s, how many fucking followers would he have on Instagram?
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean?
So it's like...
And worldwide, too, people following you? Shit.
You know what I mean? So, like, just think about that.
And think about what it would look like. You know, Emily Ratajkowski doesn't really have a talent. She doesn't have a talent. She is a pretty white girl with a big chest. That's her talent.
Yeah. Same thing with Pamela Anderson back in the day, too.
At least she acted, kind of.
So the biggest...
And ran in slow motion.
Just for frame of reference for our listeners, the top 10 Instagram sites, numbers-wise, is National Geographic, Nike, Real Madrid, 9 Gag, NASA, NBA, Chanel. So those are the biggest, have the most amount of followers.
I don't know, man.
Let's get to this next thing. The news of the week, as far as I'm concerned. But there's other things I'll talk about. Yo, 21 Savage is a bloke.
Straight up red coat, man. Straight up fucking red coat.
Yo,
but he's from an island called Dominica. That's a British. Is that he was born in Britain, but he's from Dominica.
When I saw that, I was like, "Excuse me."
Like when you sent it to me, I was like, "What?"
Like, I thought it was an Onion article or something first.
You got to check the website.
Like, I had to go to it and see who it. I was like, TMZ.
What?
And they said 21 Savage is getting deported by ICE. Now, immediately, the first thing I thought is like, damn, I don't necessarily understand what the nigga's saying all the time, but that don't mean he from Mexico. That don't mean it's another language.
Terrorist too. That he a terrorist.
Yes. Also, and then I saw his actual name, and I saw what was really happening, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, hold on, 21 Savage. I'm surprised they let you blow up in the first place. But
I don't know, man. Like, I just gotta say that this is like one of the more surprising. This is one of like Darryl's crying. You crying over there?
Like, yeah, he broke up. He literally had to take a second to think about the fact that he might not
ever get 21 Savage back in his rotation again.
Now, y'all Negroes taking it too far. Talking about is 21 Savage a political prisoner? Because he started talking about conscious shit on his album. Now, y'all niggas need to go to hell for real because
Talking to the mic, they ain't hear you.
No, I'm saying y'all need to go to hell because the 21 Savage is not no goddamn political prisoner. Mumia Abu-Jamal is a political prisoner. Geronimo Pratt was a political prisoner. You know, Asada Shakur was a political prisoner. Not no goddamn 21 Savage. Nelson Mandela.
So when I think about 21 Savage, I don't think about Nelson Mandela necessarily.
Yeah, but I do think he's been done wrong with all this. Because he's been living in the country, he's 5 years old.
Right.
And, like, I think after you have kids, if you're here, you can apply for...
Because in theory, you should be able to. Because back in the day, when America didn't used to break up parents and kids, and when I mean back in the day, I mean like 3 years ago. Like, yeah, that used to be a thing. Believe it or not,
yeah,
you didn't used to be able to just break up families.
You can naturalize the person because of their kids being there. And they said he's been trying to get his citizenship for all this time, too. Mm-hmm. They've been rejecting it. Mm-hmm. My thing is, why did it take them so long to arrest him? He's been arrested for felonies and shit, all kind of dumb shit.
Well, like, exactly. Like, he literally has been living like a cat that is like, oh, I don't really want to be here anyway. But I'm still waiting on, like, the turn to happen. Like, for, like, the press conference to come out, we get to the bottom of all of this, and, like, I get to hear him go up there talking like Michael Caine off of fucking The Dark Knight. Like, I want to hear 21 Savage talking like Alfred or fucking James Bond or the Queen.
He's not going to do. I mean, he grew up in Atlanta. He ain't gonna give you some trap shit. You know whatever.
I mean, I've heard the dude talk before, and I don't really know what's going on in the first place. Anyway,
yeah, this whole thing is shocking, and it's. At first it was funny, then it was like, damn. That's fucked up. They just snatching up cats like that in general.
Well, so all right. So now here's like the underlying thing about it. I'm gonna get back to the jokes because the jokes are like really good still, and I ain't never gonna let the jokes ring out. So like it is a little bit concerning that like you're seeing ICE like go after people and like try to just lift them, like they're trying to find any way, shape, or means possible to like separate people from their country, and it's like at the very least. That seems like even like a reasonable part. Yeah, they could get a lot more extreme than that, and like start trying to come at the cats that like be like, "Oh, you ain't paid your taxes on time. You out of here." Be like, "Hold up."
He said, "You out of here."
Hold up. So I don't know, man. I just will say this: the internet came through in such an incredible way to deal with this whole thing. Like, I'm so incredibly proud of the internet and how they did with this. Like, when they said that 21 Savage was talking about the army in the Revolutionary Wars being them shooters in all red, I was like, oh, shit.
Here we go. This who it is, the red coats. He's like, I got me some red coats. Like, you do, I know, the red coats. They're yours.
Like, they literally come and tried to conquer the Americas, so.
Man, a part of me is if he might need to lean into this British thing.
Start rapping like Informer?
No. Just start trap rapping over with English people. You know what I'm saying?
Trap rapping over like English beats?
Yes.
Do you know one English rapper?
Yeah. My boy from Top Boy. I mean, not Top Boy. Top Boy on BBC. Kano West.
Oh, I remember that.
Kano West, I think, something like that.
I remember that.
Then you got that.
How's he looking going in the Grammy season?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or what's that other group that did the song for Creed 1 where not Irish Terry Conklin.
Oh, Irish Terry Conklin?
In my head, then with Irish Terry.
Irish Terry Conklin was in Creed 1.
No.
From the Great White Hype, Irish Terry Conklin.
That's a deep dive, people, and it was in my head. That's a deep fucking name.
What was the name of Damon Wayans in that movie?
Oh, what was it? The Grave Digger or something like
Grave Digger.
The Grave Digger.
He took that robe off and he had that stomach sitting there.
That motherfucker sat on them top ropes with that motherfucking leaning down.
Yeah. Nigga looked like King Hippo.
No, that is not the same person.
No, it's not. Yeah, shout out to 21, man. Hope you get back home, man. It's gonna be a long road.
I mean, where is home?
Damn.
They trying to get him home.
Damn.
They trying to take him home. That's what we need to stop.
Oh man, like this stuff is crazy.
What would you give though for a 21 press conference for him to walk out there and be go well, and you'd be like, what the fuck?
I would fucking drink one whole kidney out.
You only got one left.
Right.
Be careful.
Exactly. I'm done.
You're ready to be done with this, just
I'm
for that.
done with everything else when it comes to drinking. If the 21 Savage, I'm on one binge night where I just go hard and fuck up one of my kidneys.
Okay, that's fair.
Next up,
your boy's back in the news in a
and I
big
feel
way.
sorry for him, man. I do, but I laughed.
Your boy's in the news in a big way.
What do you say?
Cory Booker.
There he is. He got a boo.
Did he think going on the Breakfast Club was a good idea? Or
I think it was a good idea.
Like, for that, just to get that message out?
No, I mean, you think that's the only talking point that came out of there was that?
It's the only thing I heard about.
And you need to have more coming out of you, the president. If you're running for president. I mean, Cory Booker is, he's cool.
Well, then, so the rumor...
I don't know. I mean, I'm really haven't decided on none of these motherfucking candidates. I'm waiting to see if Uncle Joe gonna come out, all kind of shit.
Yeah, I'm not voting. There's nobody that's declared yet that's got me like, oh, well, I'm ready now. Let's go. No, I won't be deciding that until
0 on that.
about this time next year. But no, actually, we'll be full. Oh, next year it'll be so annoying by this time. It'll be political TV ad time again.
And it'll be.
They start them shits as early as February. Or we have to literally sit with 9 months of those things.
No, they'll probably start around November.
Okay. November is when it's over. They'll be starting in July.
November this year.
We're going to have to do that for a year?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Trent Peters, and I approve this message.
For sure.
Are you tired of those dirty niggas taking up your school seats? We're really close to that. We're right next. I feel like
tired of those dirty niggas
taking up your school seats, breathing up your air.
Oh, your good white air.
Oh, your good is your air not as white as it used to be?
Are you tired of your daughters taking black dick?
Oh, is you tired of your daughter's guest starring on Blacked?
That's only for my true.
True heavies.
I'm not even going.
You know what? I had a conversation about that with a couple of girls not too long ago, and they were hip. They knew what was going on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah.
I feel like that might be a little bit more mainstream of a give than
He's retired.
Mr. Black.
Mm-hmm.
Which one? There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, but I'm saying, the main one is retired.
Not the dude that produces it though.
No.
The content's still coming.
No, but the performer.
Oh, okay. Well, hey man, best to him. Best of luck to him. Maybe he'll be at the Pink Slip.
Shout out to the Pink Slip potentially reopening it.
He wants to bring in all of the biggest acts in the area.
So he must not be over in Brooklyn then.
He said he wants R. Kelly.
That's
That's
another discussion.
That's a tangent. We're going on a tangent. Anyway, so
I guess Cory Booker coming out saying he's got a girlfriend is big news. One thing I'm gonna say this. Like, we can laugh about it.
Mm-hmm.
We are not in a place, even as black people yet, to get behind and support a gay black male candidate.
No, hell no. I think even the gay woman candidate is gonna have it.
No, I don't think that we as a people, no matter how black we are and Black History Month and all of this stuff, we still aren't in a place as a collective people to support that. You will have more people not going. Like, we ain't gonna turn that support over to Trump. But if there was a gay candidate, you would see more people just not go.
I'm out.
Like, everybody, I would say 60% of the generation before us would be like, oh, hell no.
What the heck is going on here?
like
what's happening? Anyway, Cory Booker goes on the Breakfast Club, and they're giving him all sorts of trouble about, announcing the fact that he's, running for president or whatever. And then Charlemagne says something to him about who he's dating or something like that, right?
He said that there was a New York Times article that mentioned he was at a date, but he came through and said, like, hey, directly, I heard you got a date for
right.
a woman. He was like, oh, yeah, doing that shucking job. He's like, oh, I heard it. Then he goes, I heard it was Rosario Dawson. He was like, whoa. If it's Rosario Dawson. Then...
So Rosario Dawson's either the most down for the cause Democrat of all time, or something is afoot here. There's some mischief afoot. Like, is this coming from a place where, like, we legitimately are, like, believing it, or what?
No. It's so hard to gauge that shit.
I don't care personally. We're making it into a thing, so it's a thing. It's been mentioned as being a thing. I don't care. Do whatever the hell you want to do. I get concerned that, here's my biggest concern, is that we'll get behind the wrong candidate to defeat Trump.
Ooh.
And
We'll pick with our heart instead of our mind.
huh?
We'll pick with our heart instead of our mind.
Well, I think that I think that what'll end up happening is that we'll divide the base. That people get offended, like you had the people that got offended about Bernie Sanders and
Christian Gardner.
and Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
And then they just don't go. No matter what the problem is that they don't go after they get to a point where feeling like they're offended about their candidate. So, like, you get worried about with Kamala Harris if you offend the black female base, or they not going to go to do the thing at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, like, if you have somebody out there that offends people's sensibilities, if it's about his sexuality or whatever, or anything like that, are they not going to go? And then we end up not showing up to support people enough, you know? And then you have the people that are like, I'm not voting black. Because don't ever get this ridiculous idea that, like, all Democratic voters are, like, altruistic, all-loving
Look at that. Look at
allies.
Bernie's situation. Look at Bernie's situation.
You know what I mean?
So it's like, you know, you got a thing like that. You just can't. I don't know, man. It worries me that we'll divide it up.
But if Rosario Dawson is stepping up to the plate to make sure that she can help deliver this, she is the hero that we
didn't know we needed.
That we didn't know we needed, and that we probably don't deserve.
Yo, this week's been great, y'all. For real, this week has been great, man. What's next up, man?
Well, let's get into this week of racism.
Hold on, we gotta do something before we go to this racism. Go ahead. Now you can do this week in racism.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna let you run anchor on this one.
Yep.
Because you know what time it is.
We got another double header here
this week because can
Jussie
we go ahead.
Jussie Smollett claims he got beat up by a MAGA hair wearing cat saying faggot, put a bag over his head, and a noose.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you said claim.
Mm-hmm.
Are you part of the unconvinced?
No, I'm not saying I'm unconvinced. I'm just saying.
Because it's not been substantiated yet.
No.
It kind of feels like when LeBron's gate happened.
Or it feels like when LeBron said he was going to New York.
Oh, well. I was talking about when his house got spray painted out there in Brentwood.
Oh, yeah. You think he did that?
I don't know. But people doubt it. And then the thing about it is like, if it really happened, what happened? I'm not in any position to say that this didn't happen to the brother. You know,
Yeah.
I just know that there's been a whole lot of triggered hairline responses to it that have just been crazy. Like, when people were saying, you know, like Kevin Hart don't need to be saying anything about this. He's a
comedian.
Like they're talking about his comments that like got him off of the award show or whatever.
Yeah, the Oscars. Yeah, peace out.
And all of that stuff happened, and like the issue went down because they said that he shouldn't be commenting on this. I'm like, one thing doesn't have to do with the other.
And it's funny that we, like, I hope the brother didn't go through all that, but it's just like the way they rolled it out with different stuff. It's just like, if it did happen to him, they're making it into being something else that is not. Like using it as opportunity for publicity.
Okay.
I don't even want to talk about if it actually happened to him.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the narrative afterwards where he calls Lee Daniels first.
Mm-hmm.
After you get your ass kicked. That's not the first person I'm calling this.
Probably called
Dame Dash.
I mean, that's probably.
Damn. That one's a bad one. But I mean, if he got hurt, he got hurt. Like the noose, like it was almost like they just said we're gonna put all the stereotypes in one ass whooping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, because the rumor that they saying is that he was messing with somebody's dude at the club and got his ass kicked.
Mm-hmm.
Now anything can happen, so it is what it is.
So the second half of this week of racism is going to be a little bit of is going to be coming from Mr. Taken himself, Liam Neeson.
Yeah. Shout out to Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson
in the career.
Why do that, man? Is he just tired of working, or like what?
He said he was tired. They told him to kill him in Star Wars. He wasn't supposed to die as Qui-Gon at first.
So here's the thing. He's been in the news all week. You probably heard about it by now. That he admitted that decades ago he wanted to kill a black man in order to get revenge for a friend who had been raped. Now, not the one that did the raping, just a black man
dude.
back in general.
But that goes back to the lynching laws and shit when motherfuckers getting lynched.
Right.
Same thing. It was a brother that I ended up finding out about researcher wise, and I want to give him a shout out because he was in like Missouri too. I got it in my IG.
Well, in the interim, there have been a few defenders that have popped up of Mr. Neeson, and most notably, Michelle Rodriguez jumped up. And did you hear what she said about it?
No. What did
She said, and I quote, "It's all fucking bullshit. Liam Neeson is not a racist." He said, "Dude, if you ever watch Widows, his tongue was so far down Viola Davis's throat, you can't call him a racist ever. Racists don't make out with the race they hate, especially in the way he does of his tongue, so deep down her throat. I don't care how good of an actor you are. It's all bullshit. Ignore it. He's not a racist. He's a loving man. It's all lies." That's from Vanity Fair.
So my thing is, you just gotta let him ride on that on his own.
Listen.
Just let him take that fire and keep it moving.
Listen, Kevin Spacey, you need to understand, first of all, that there's never an expiration date on that shit. Like, some stuff you just gotta never say. Like, you was cool. Like, you was out here just riding the wave, just living your life, and now you've just literally thrown yourself into a...
Lion's Den.
Yeah, for what? What are you doing this for? Like, what's the problem, man? Like, why do this to yourself? You know, hey, man, listen. My advice this week for This Week of Racism is very clear. Don't put yourself into the racist-ass frying pan, even if you've been sitting in it secretly for years. Just stay away from it.
Yeah, it's not your spot.
It's not where you're supposed to be. So, either way, that's This Week in Racism. I didn't even get a chance to talk about how they say Donald Trump's tan is a product of him having good genes. I just didn't even want to. I was afraid to read that article. You can look that up. Donald Trump's tan is a product of him having good genes, apparently. Even saying that gives me a concussion, so I don't even want to think about it.
Genes,
once
shout
again,
out to I want to give a shout out to Jussie Smollett. One side note that I am mad at Jussie Smollett about.
Okay.
Why is he eating Subway? I thought we got up off that
on purpose.
Yeah, like
sometimes I stop and have a Subway.
It's not good anymore. Like the quality is like went shitty.
I mean, I gotta eat sometimes, though.
Right? No. But like but if you're a celebrity or whatever, I'm gonna hit up the fucking food. You can hit if I'm paying money. I probably got a dope suite up in somewhere, and we stay here consistently. I'm sure you can hit up the kitchen and be like, "Hey, man, can y'all fire up something for me real quick in the back, and I'll do some little singing." Here's
the thing. Let's do this then.
Uh-huh.
We'll conclude This Week in Racism, brought to you in part always by Anaconda Malt Liquor.
Shout out to OD too, which is the real
they
thing.
They were drinking OD down at our soon-to-be studio earlier today.
I saw the picture in the Facebook.
All right, great.
I was like, this is a great way to kick it off.
Yeah, but we'll do this. We'll play a game with Darryl real quick.
Okay.
Subway or nah. So, Subway or McDonald's?
McDonald's.
Subway or Burger King?
Burger King.
Subway or Little Caesars?
Little Caesars.
Subway or Arby's?
Subway.
Subway or Long John Silver's?
Long John Silver's.
Subway or Carl's Jr.?
Carl's Jr.
Okay. Subway or some of that light-skinned fried rice with the peas and carrots in it?
Subway.
All right.
Subway, by far. Like that's. I hate, that's only a St. Louis thing and the people that have been to St. Louis.
That's other places. Go get some.
No, I'm saying they don't know about how our Chinese food is. Here's what I'm saying if you haven't been here. And if you do ever come to St. Louis, go to, all our Asian listeners, don't take this wrong when I say this. No. We're trying to get people to stop saying this. Oh, no, you know what? I'm not even going to go there with it. I'm just going to say go to the Chinese food spot. Ask somebody.
Go to an urban
Chinese food spot. There you go. There are a couple good ones in the suburban areas.
Talking about Panda Express or Panway and those shit like that.
If it ain't somebody yelling at you for your order, you need to walk right back out.
If you can use your credit card, you need to walk back out.
Yeah, and most of them, yes. Also, if you can actually sit there and you would want to sit there and eat, walk back out. Most of these places won't even have a place for you to sit. There is no sitting option. Only
it's a hurry up and buy.
Yep. Next up, what we got?
Next up is main event, man.
Main event time.
Time to get to it.
All right, y'all. We got a special one for you.
Yo, before we get into this, we gotta take a break real quick. We gotta gear up.
Yeah.
Let's take a break.
So this is gonna be something special. It's gonna gear y'all up. I need y'all to get y'all pen and paper out and play the game with us.
This is an interactive.
Yeah, we'll see what.
Well, if you're driving, don't.
Yeah, or you can keep a mental note.
Yeah.
If you can make a better Black History squad than we can. And look, we're gonna have some people you can't pick in this either. No MLK, no Malcolm X.
Shit, I'm picking both of them. You better take them.
No, you can't pick them. They off the table.
We'll get to the rules.
Yeah, in a second.
Rules are coming.
We're gonna come back, but we'll be back in a second.
And then the theme song to the Black People's Award. The Black People's Award. The Black People's Award. You and I win, she win, he win. And the Black People's Award. Tonight.
Welcome back.
Maybe you should go second. Welcome back in. What we're trying to do now is we're getting ready to do our first annual, because we're going to be doing this every year from now on.
Black History Month.
We're doing Black History Month fantasy draft, where we're going to try to put together the dopest team of purely black people of all time. Now, there are a couple of side rules that are going to go into this. We have categories that have to be fulfilled on each team. These categories are politics, hustlers, music, military and war, fictional characters, athletics, inventors, somebody from the fuckery gauntlet.
Gotta pick one.
Gotta take one. We'll recap those people about who's eligible for that for you. Meaning that the field that they excelled in, they're not eligible for. Because once they join the fuckery gauntlet,
their other fields are null and void.
That other stuff doesn't matter. Anything else you've done to that point doesn't stack up to that. Also, a nigga that you know in real life. Like, this is somebody that you know in real life, and you got to give the case.
Yeah,
he's eligible.
It's not like Chris, and then you just leave it there. You have to give a reason why Chris is dope.
And 2 wild card spots. Now, within that, you have to select at least 2 women and 1 light-skinned person.
That's a good one. Good. Well, I didn't even know you threw that one in there at the end.
I couldn't tell you in advance because you're one of them light-skinned people that don't like to claim that he light-skinned.
I'm not light-skinned.
See,
I'm not. I'm kind of in the middle of no country.
Same goddamn.
No, we
color.
not the same goddamn color.
See, look at that.
No, we not, man. I'm kind of caramel, man.
Oh, that's what they all say when they don't want to be.
I don't have no country, man. Because y'all light skinned cats, y'all shunned me for years, and the dark skinned people don't want me in their country either.
That's that private school you went to talking.
All right, you go first, man.
No, you first.
No.
So you telling me that I'm less black than you?
Yes,
so I need
you got to go first. You got to start it off exactly.
Okay. All right. Fine. Politics.
Yeah, all right.
Barack Obama.
There you go. Good one off the top. Well, then I'm going with MLK. Then since we ain't taking him off the table, the great MLK.
Okay. So wait, what category is he falling into?
Politics/civil rights.
You sure not hustler?
No, you can't. No. We ain't gonna disparage the great MLK.
And by the way, we're not gonna. You can pick from whatever category you want in whatever order.
Yeah.
It's not like we put the category up and then you got to pick.
Yeah, no,
we just got to think about a dope person that's gonna go with that. But I can't pick another person that's in politics. So like now I can't come back and be like, oh, give me Jesse Jackson.
Yeah.
Not that I would be taking Jesse Jackson.
Jesse Jackson could be an affiliate of the Affinity Fuckery Gauntlet though too. There could be a case made for him for that. And now listeners, if you want to make a case for Jesse Jackson being on an Infinity Fuck Gauntlet, I'm willing to listen.
Okay.
I'm willing to listen.
There's a new movie coming out soon, so we might need to do it. You took MLK for your politics pick?
Yeah, I took MLK.
All right.
Right off the top, I had to go right with the Joker.
You know me. I'm going to go to athletics right now, man. I'm taking Jackie Robinson.
All right.
Shout out 100th birthday of Jackie Robinson earlier this week, and happy 84th birthday to Hank Aaron.
There we go. Yeah, 100th birthday for Jackie Robinson. Yeah.
Oh, and rest in peace. I'll do that for the end of the show.
Yeah. I'm gonna go at inventors here. Mm-hmm. Garrett A. Morgan.
Bow Wow for the
Shout out to Bow Wow, man. We're not gonna slander you this week, man. You going through a lot.
We're gonna do it early next week.
Yes, we're tabling it. We're gonna table our slander. We're gonna let you cook for a minute, man. You've been going through a lot this week, brother.
Let you heal for a second.
Yeah. Let you heal. Even though it's not funny, you got
Wait,
your ass
did you say
whooped.
Garrett A. Morris?
Garrett A. Morgan, not
I was
Morris.
about to say from Saturday Night Live. What did he create?
Garrett A. Morgan invented the traffic light. He also invented the gas mask. Also invented a lot of other different inventions that we use every day.
Okay, that's what's up. I appreciate that. I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna go to music.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna take Elvis. No, I mean I'm gonna take Prince.
Oh, that's a good one.
I thought Elvis might have stole so much from us that maybe he got like
That he got like
the 30th day of February.
I'm gonna go to sports, and I'm going to take the great.
Jason Williams from the Sacramento Kings.
No. So this is Black History Month. We're going to go deep in the crates for this one.
Okay.
And I'm going back to the alma mater. The great Jack Trice is my third pick. The only Division I stadium named after the African-American, number one, and he died on the field. Was one of the first African-American players also playing Division I college sports, period.
Okay.
So, yeah, we going in the crates, baby. We going in the crates.
You. This is why you blacker than me. It's all right. I'm good. I'm comfortable with my blackness. All right. Next for me, man, I'm gonna go with a nigga I know.
Okay. That was gonna be my next pick actually too.
Great. I'm gonna go with my Uncle Reggie.
What's your Uncle Reggie?
He is the only person I know who has called one of his dead parents a motherfucker at the Thanksgiving table because he didn't give him the lunch money he wanted 30 years ago.
Oh, my God.
Said that motherfucker was always tight. He ain't never come up with it in front of that person's children who happen to be his siblings. He's also the only person we've ever known who everybody holds their breath every time he gets ready to open his mouth. And he is also the union chair for bi-state transit in the city of St. Louis. And that's why good shit's happening with bi-state because he's down there slapping people like Bernie Mac on head of state.
So both of these parents deceased when he said this?
Yes.
Damn.
Oh, and also when he was a child, a dog bit him and he bit the dog back.
Whoa, shit.
I'm going with a nigga I know, and it's my Uncle Reggie.
Uncle Reggie. God damn. The nigga I know is going to be my homeboy. I've talked about him previous on this show. The great David Dudley. We also call him Double D. If anybody's heard about the trunk story about a girl getting in the trunk, riding 45 minutes in the snow from Des Moines to Ames to try to holler at my brother Double D, but he had seemed to conveniently slip out the back door of the dorm, come back in the dorm on the other side, and be in his room. Keep in mind, he also had relations with this girl the previous night. And told her, hey, why don't you come back the next day? I may have something to do with you. Also, this man, Double D, lived secret lives on us. No. We would see him hanging with different people, and we didn't have pictures with him, with other people. But he hung with us all the time. We don't know when he was hanging with them. We would see other people on dorms, and people were like, it's David. And they would have pictures of him hanging out with all these powder puff girls at they powder puff football games. And I'm like, when did you have time to hang with him? You at a food service with us every day. You eating with us every day. He's a well-traveled man. He decided, I'm going to go to the Netherlands. This is a grown-ass man. I'm going to the Netherlands. Like, who you going with? By myself. Because he's that type of guy that can just figure out and know people, then do his thing and kick it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Double D also at the bowl game. Had 4 people hanging out with him. Went by, he didn't have a ticket with us. Mm-hmm. Went to his own seat. Came back. He has 4 people hanging out with him, talking to him.
This nigga's a man of the people.
He's a man of the people, man. Yeah. David Dudley is my 4th pick. That nigga I know. And he listens to the show. I know he's going to buck up when I say it, when I put him out there.
Okay. I'm going with my first wild card pick.
Uh-oh.
I'm taking Oprah Winfrey.
Ooh, that's a heavy hitter.
Oprah defied all sorts of things that was stood up in front of her and said, yo, I'm going to be me. And I'm going to be the dopest me that there's ever been. And I'm going to be so dope that there can never be another me. I'm running with Oprah Winfrey
as my first wild card.
Damn, that's a good one, man. You hitting me up. I gotta trump you, but I'm not using this person as a wild card. But in the hustler category, Berry Gordy. I'm going the Berry Gordy route, even though he may have fraudulently got some money out of a lot of people and stole some paper from some places. But he got all them to the mountaintop. Mm-hmm. And he also lived a life where he didn't have to claim one of his kids today was 40-some years old. Shout out to Diana Ross's oldest daughter. And also made a mega empire over years and years and years of classes up under him, and he's still alive. Berry Gordy.
Going to great lengths to avoid paying that check.
Berry Gordy is my hustler.
Okay. I'm going to go to next.
Oh, side note. Also ruined Jermaine Jackson's career as well, which is a great footnote for Berry Gordy.
We're supposed to have medicine in here, too.
Medicine? That was going to be science, but you said no science.
Oh, I said not both.
No, I was saying, you were saying no inventors,
medicine
science.
/science.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go to medicine now.
Okay.
Now,
this is a tricky one because you could go
There's a lot of things.
10 years ago, most of us would have went to one place, but this person is actually on the Infinity Fuckley Gauntlet. 10 years ago, one person would have been the number one pick in this area.
Medicine? Who?
Ben Carson.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Actually, no. I'm going to go in a different direction. For medicine, I'm going to go with Master P.
Shut the fuck up.
For all of the medicine that he brought into the hood, and then he gave instructions about how to.
Oh, Ghetto D.
I think that might be being irresponsible.
I think you need to get a real doctor.
I'm going to go with Dr. Charles Drew,
Ooh.
who created the blood transfusion.
The Qs are like you?
Yeah, well, yeah, damn right. That's one of the few things they've contributed that have made the world a better place. I'm going with Charles Drew, who created the blood transfusion, which has just saved incalculable amount of lives.
Yeah. And also, I want to put out that there is a fallacy about Charles Drew that he died from not having his own blood transfusion. That was like a whole urban legend for years. That didn't happen. That's not true.
Okay.
So that was a long thing that he was in a car accident and he died because they wouldn't let him get his own blood transfusion from his own invention. No, that's not true.
Okay.
Since we're having medicine, I'm going to trump you on that and
me.
go Dr. Daniel Hale Williams, who was the first person to do open heart surgery, period.
No, that's pretty good.
Dr. Daniel Hale Williams.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Damn, you just
the open heart surgery, huh?
First open heart surgery ever done is by a black man.
Okay.
I think it was done at Howard too, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I know it's somewhere around there.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah. Can we add another wild card spot? Can we add a third wild card spot?
Yeah, for sure. We got time.
We'll add a third wild card spot. I'm gonna need another one down the road here. Next up for me is going to be Hustler.
All right.
My hustler is going to be Sean Combs.
That's a good one. That's a very good pick. That's a great pick. That is a great pick.
A man that is in multiple different categories he could show on. But
He's a DH for you. He's a DH.
Diddy can do whatever Diddy needs to do. And the reason why I'm selecting Diddy as the hustler is that it came out that Diddy offered somebody $210,000 for the name Sean Combs on Twitter. And dude said, but I sell combs.
He said, no, can I get it, though?
But I sell combs. Tell you what. I will give you this name if you buy all my combs. He said, wait a minute. We supposed to be calling you Diddy anyway. No matter what, though. Puff has remained as relevant, as consistently relevant as anybody. Puff is forever, man. He's like the Berry Gordy of this era.
No, he is.
He just stays relevant, and Puff has gotten relevant to the point where he's just relevant for being Puff,
and that is the true definition of the hustle, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, you pretty much. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one, Puff, because he can be in different categories too. Music. I'm going music here. This one may be disputable, but a lot of people do believe it. I'm going Beethoven, man.
Beethoven.
Beethoven's part black.
Wait a minute.
Yes, a little bit of Beethoven is part black.
What is he? Your light skinned person?
Yeah.
I don't know, dog. I need to see the.
Beethoven's part black, man.
You need to go on Ancestry.com
Here we go.
and tie some niggas to him for me.
Hold on. Let's do it right now. As I pull it up on the Googles. Told you, man. There is evidence potentially that Beethoven did have African ancestry. Now, I'll take it back if we only going to, because if he got 10% or something, he needs to be at least 50, right?
Is he count as light skin?
Yeah, nah, but he's like 10%. They saying.
I don't know, man.
So,
that's like me showing up on a white.
So I'm
history
gonna
book.
take Beethoven back. I'm gonna take Beethoven back.
You need to be taking some women.
I do. I know. Actually, let me go ahead and do that now. In the music category. For music, I'm going to take the great Janet Jackson.
Okay.
In my seventh pick for music. She also could flow in the oh man, we got to do a movie, man. Actor. Got to do an actor category.
Thank you. Good call.
Yeah, we got to do an actor category too. Janet Jackson, man. She's went 3 or 4 decades in this game, man. She's been in it since the 70s. She's been on Different Strokes, Good Times, platinum albums. She ain't beating Prince, but she's a great pickup for me. For a woman, needed slot and music at the same time.
Hey, it's time for my fictional character.
All right.
My fictional character is Beyonce because I'm not sure if
That's
she
not. You can't do that.
actually
You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. We're not.
That can't be real.
No.
You can't look like that.
I'm
it
not
can't
doing
be real.
that. I'm throwing a flag on that one.
My
Flag.
fictional character is gonna be I can't say that.
You can say some dumbass shit again.
Yeah. My fictional character is Omar off The Wire.
Good one. I was thinking about a Wire character for mine.
Yo, Omar threw one of the biggest curveballs while keeping it gangster in TV history. Omar kissed that dude in the mouth at the time in which he did it. I was like, whoa.
And it came out of nowhere too. If you saw it,
out of nowhere.
if you didn't know about it beforehand, it came out of nowhere for you.
Right, exactly. But then he was straight capping cats for the rest of the time through. Omar, man. Omar, one of the most thorough TV characters of all time.
So I'm going TV right after you. George Jefferson is my TV character in my slot. He was the only one of people to call cracker and hunky.
That's your fictional character?
Fictional character, okay. Yeah, fictional. He's the only person to call people a hunky and a cracker within one same episode. Say, and he owned all the cleaners in the hood.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember when he had to go in there and they was robbing his cleaners and had to go up in there and was like, hey man, don't be robbing me. Damn, man. I'll give you a job.
Yeah, that's real.
And he called people hunkies and crackers at any time, any place.
Yeah.
He had that money early in the 70s.
Yeah.
Penthouse.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
I don't even know if we've had black that was the first black excellence, right? Is George Jefferson the first black excellence we've seen on TV?
like being black and overcoming.
Yeah. Like you had real money where it was like my money just as good as your money. I'm throwing money just like anybody else's money.
Chronologically?
Yeah, I'm talking about that's 75, I think, 74, 75, Jefferson, and they went all the way to 82.
Yeah, I don't know.
So George Jefferson, my 8th slot.
Next, my actor.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I'm buying early stock here. There's probably more accomplished people that I could go for here.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta add another category.
Okay, what is it?
Comedian.
Oh. So let's list the categories again real quick for everybody so people, if they listen along, so they can add their pen and paper and get it right. Let's recap them.
So real quick, the categories are politics, hustler, music, military and war, fictional character, athletics, inventors, medicine and science, actors, comedians, a nigga you know, a fuckery gauntlet member, and 2 wild card spots.
All right. Go ahead, Matt.
All right, so I'm going to buy early stock.
Yeah, you said your early stock?
On the actor here, because I think this dude this pick is gonna age very well.
Okay.
My pick is gonna be Mashallah Ali.
Okay. Ooh. So you trying to put him down in the minors for a minute and
I think he's already in the majors.
Oh, okay.
I think he's already in the majors. I think he's gonna get a second Oscar here in a couple of weeks. Second supporting, and if you get 2 supporting actors, I gotta figure that the big boy's gonna come eventually. So, yeah, I like what that brother's doing. He's everywhere. He's doing different types of stuff. He's, you know what I'm saying, like you really see him working and handling up. So I'm with that.
Ooh, that's a good one. So next up, I'm gonna go comedian, and I'm taking Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
I'm taking Chris Rock.
Okay. I was gonna go with my comedian next. I'm taking Eddie Murphy.
Yes, go ahead.
I mean, Eddie Murphy is just, you know, I mean, I was kind of struggling with to put him in the actor slot.
That's what I was thinking. He could be an actor slot. I was thinking an actor slot.
And get another one there, but you know, hey man, Eddie Murphy. I mean, I wish Eddie would take to the stage, but I ain't gonna get mad at him, man. Get your money, brother.
Military. I'm taking Colin Powell.
Oh, that's strong play. Strong play.
He can go into politics too if I need him to. He can slide over there when MLK dies.
MLK dies. Wait a minute.
Fill in that slot for me too.
Excuse me. Did I take an inventor yet?
Mm-mm.
I didn't take an inventor yet. Give me Madam C.J. Walker.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Give me Madam C.J. Walker, who set into motion everything that's now become King's Beauty Supply. Legacy,
real.
baby.
I'm going with a wild card here. And I'm going to take you know what? No, I'm going to go back. Take an actor. Actor here I'm going to take is I don't know if I want to go with him or not. Oh man, this actor, he you know what? No, I'm going to Finnery Fuck with Gun. I'm taking Bill Cosby.
Oh!
I'm going to Finnery Fuck with Gun. I'm taking Bill.
Oh, you just stepped out in the middle
I said,
of Wakanda.
yeah, man.
That's him.
Yeah. Look, it was like one of those things where you where you got your draft board. Somebody was like, they just throw the card in front of you. Like, no, like Bill Cosby. We're taking our Infinity Fuckery Gauntlet.
Shit, I'm going to the Gauntlet too. If we doing that, then give me OJ, baby.
No, you can't take OJ.
Yes, I can.
OJ is the Gauntlet. You can't take them.
Damn it!
It's the pieces in the Gauntlet.
God damn it.
OJ is.
Give me Tiger Woods then.
He's not in the Gauntlet.
Is he not?
No, he's not.
Wait,
in the
how
Gauntlet.
did we not put him in there?
He's not in there because he ain't did nothing fuckery though like that.
Shit.
We had R. Kelly, Omarosa, Ben Carson.
That's right. Clarence Thomas
and Bill Cosby. Those are hard people. I mean, you can't put Tiger over Bill.
Kanye's in there.
Kanye. So
I'll take Kanye.
Okay. Yeah. That's
Damn
a good
it.
one, actually. I had to go that fuckery Gauntlet, man.
Kanye West makes my team. He can fill in as a musician and do all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to actress though. Angela Bassett, our runner up in the dopest black woman of all time bracket. I'm going Angela Bassett.
All right. Shit, I'm about. How many picks I got left? I got one pick left.
We got two picks left.
What am I missing?
I got 2 wild cards left.
I've got 1 wild card left. I'm trying to figure out what I haven't done yet. Science? No, I got an inventor.
But you did science.
I got medicine. I got Charles Drew.
Yeah, you got Charles Drew.
Oh, and I have. I got the fiction. Okay, I got politics. I got the fuckery gauntlet. I got a hustler. I got music. I don't have military and war.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have a wild card and military and war.
Yeah, and I got 2 wild cards.
I'm gonna take military and war now. And
Who you got?
Let's see how loosely we define this.
Here we go. Are you going? If you go where I think you may have an inkling to be going.
Let's see here. Can I take Huey Newton?
No.
He was waging civil war.
No, you can't take Huey.
It's got to be like battle war.
Yes, military.
Crispus Attucks.
No, man, he was coming out of the club.
Listen, man, he started the war.
No, but he came out the club. You can't count somebody coming out the club, getting them a drink throwing, and some niggas start shooting.
He started the Revolutionary
But he didn't
War.
mean to. He was coming out getting a drink. He was trying to go get some ass, and he got popped.
I'm taking my grandpa then, dog.
You can't take nobody. We don't know the military.
He was in World War II.
Okay, man, there's a lot of black people.
Stats. He was in the motorcycle battalion and transport through North Africa, Italy, and the Middle East in World War II. Can I take T'Challa?
No,
He's fighting in a war.
I'm gonna give you somebody good.
Don't give me anybody. I want to take. Can I take Medgar Evers?
No. You can't take Medgar Evers, man.
I think your definition of war is different than my definition of war.
We're talking about actual military. Dude, you got a good one sitting out there, man.
Okay, I'm gonna take this one. I'm serious with this one.
Okay,
I'm taking Elder Watson Diggs. He fought in World War II after he left Indiana University.
Is that your red brother?
And
right?
that's the founder of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity.
And he fell out and you don't know where he is.
Huh?
And nobody knows where he is.
This is the main founder of Kappa Alpha
Okay,
Psi.
did he died in World War I?
No, he did not
Oh,
die
he did not
in
die.
war.
Okay.
He did not die in war, but he was one of four of our
that's
founders.
a good one.
He was one of our four of our founders
That went to World War
that
I.
went to World War II.
Okay,
World
two.
War II.
Okay.
And fought in that.
That's a great one.
Thank you.
I won't tell you Shaka Zulu.
Was it one or
I'm
two?
and I'm going to take that wild card for mine, Shaka Zulu.
Oh, that's a good call. Wait. Oh, yeah. He's your
He's that wild card, yeah. Who changed warfare, period, in Africa. He also set up the army, even though he was kind of a crazy man at the same time. And his own people turned on him and killed him because he was killing everybody's firstborn child in the whole nation. But that same tribe, that same nation that he built, was putting a foot in the British ass for a while, and he got them all trained up in the style of warfare that they had. But he didn't get to see it for real.
Mm-hmm. I hear that.
But he trained them up.
I hear that.
So I got one more wild card left.
Can I pick David
David who?
from the Bible?
No, man. That's somebody we don't know, man. Like what he is for real, man. If you could pick David, I could get Beethoven in off the blocks.
It was World War I. I'm sorry.
It's World War I. Because I was thinking World War I. I was thinking
yeah.
World War I because of when your
Age.
chapter was founded. Yeah.
Age, yeah. There was other people I could have took. I just didn't want to take them.
There was what's his name? Goddamn, what's his name? That was the general. He wasn't. Colin Powell's the highest ranking black military officer of all time.
So what, the first black general?
There was another one. There was another one that was really high ranking.
Yeah, you talking about the dude that was in Tuskegee Airmen?
Yeah,
He
What
ended
was
up
his
being the
n-
first general.
What was his name?
I'm finna tell you now because that's what I was looking
That's
up.
who I was thinking about.
That's what I was looking up to try to give you too, until I thought about Shaka Zulu. It is, man. I know my history buffs is kicking me in my ass.
I
right
feel
now.
bad about that one because that's like
No,
one
I
of
know
those-
that one. No,
That's like one of those things that I should know from like school and all of that.
Yeah. Benjamin O. Davis,
That's who I'm thinking about. Can I have Benjamin O. Davis,
junior or senior?
Senior?
Junior's the one you want. Junior's the one that got higher rank. He went
Really?
high. Yeah. Senior is the first black general. Period. But he's the
Well, that's
first
what I was
four.
thinking about.
But Junior's the first, I think, 3 or 4 star general though. So he went above his dad.
Okay, that's right. I do remember
Yeah.
that. I do remember that. That in the heavy, we had a crazy heavy black history because my elementary school was 99% black. So we had
You said it's
we had like a crazy heavy but there was a lot of white students in elementary school, other schools, but mine was like the black elementary school. So we had a crazy heavy Black History Month thing that went through with it. I just couldn't remember which one of it is. But I'll take senior because he was first.
Yes.
I'm going to scratch Diggs from it because of the next person I want to take is my wild card person who stands in as that for my last pick. My last wild card person, Colin Kaepernick, dog.
Ooh,
That's my guy, man.
good one,
That's
good
my guy.
one.
That's my guy. I mean, just from knowing personally from the interactions I had with him and knowing really what his character's about and be able to really pick him as a dude who's going to be remembered
I like some upside picks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so with Colin and with Mashallah Ali and with Diddy, who still got a lot more hustling to do. I got a lot of upside picks, and that's what I like. I like that. You know, I don't want for it all to be an all-star team of who's who of black. I mean, I could have easily took Denzel. You know, I could have easily did this, but I need some upside guys too, man. So I'm taking Colin for my last pick.
Colin, man, that's a good one. That's a real good one. My last Black History Month pick to wrap this all up. I'm gonna go. This is my wild card. I'm gonna go to the Old West with this. This is the history buff in me. Bass Reeves. He's the only Texas Ranger. He's not even just a Texas Ranger. He was a Ranger, and he got everybody he ever went after. He has a 100% capture ratio.
Like
Black, white, everybody.
It's like picking Django. I hear that.
There you go, Bass Reeves, man. It's actually sad that there's not been a movie about him though. He's like that dope.
You want to add 2 more things on this real quick?
We can do it. I got some more. We can do it. We gonna do it.
We're gonna get to 16. We'll get to 16.
Are we doing 2 more wild cards?
But it's not gonna be people though. It's gonna be works.
Yeah. Okay.
Two black works.
Ooh, so movies, film, albums,
musical work first.
One musical, one film.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh.
You go first. We'll switch.
Okay. Movie for the film. I'm going to put in Boomerang.
Okay.
For my film, because it's the first film we got to see where it wasn't in my black people in it. Barely any white people got to speak in it, and it was showing black excellence and black professionalism, but not being preachy about it. It was very, very undercut and low. Like these is everyday black people that's making paper though, going through general problems in life and romance and love and shit like that.
I'm gonna go with Malcolm X.
That's a good one. That's a great one.
And the reason I'm gonna go with Malcolm X is because, you know, shout out to Spike Lee, who I was listening to on Bill Simmons' podcast earlier today. But the reason why I'm gonna go with Malcolm X is because Malcolm X was like a mainstream wake-up call to studios, to people. It was a cultural phenomenon. It was something that like carried people into an era that they wouldn't have known about. It really like set forward like a real heavy black revival in the early 90s. And a lot of motherfuckers got
Ralph in them X hats too.
Oh yeah, I still got one.
You still got one?
Yeah, still got one.
Oh word.
It's you know what I'm saying, and it's you know what I'm saying, it really set like I was 10 I think when that came out, and like it really was like an awakening for like our generation, for like yo, these things are relevant right now. Like this is like yo, we need to be looking at some of the things he's talking about right now, and now 26 years later or whatever it is, it still is like relevant right now. You know what I mean?
It's a masterpiece of a film. Like I dare you to find fault with that film. You know, music. I'm gonna go. I ran out too much hip hop in here, so I'm going with, since it's Black History Month, Public Enemy. It Takes a Nation of Millions.
Okay.
As my musical. I know there's a lot of other albums I could have picked, but it's Black History Month, and it's a Black History draft. It Takes a Nation of Millions. Public Enemy.
I'm going to go in a completely different direction than anybody could guess I'm going to go with right here.
I'm going to go with music, undeniable music, not just music that people enjoy listening to, but undeniable craftsmanship. I'm going with Kinda Blue by Miles Davis.
Ooh, over Bitches Brew?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm good because it is seminal. It's popular.
People say Bitches Brew is the best album though.
Well, I'm talking about him.
Oh, the way it affected the rest of the game?
Yes, I'm talking about because it's seminal. It's the music that like literally defines what the genre is all about. It's the highest level. It ain't about best sales. It's not about anything like that. It's about the highest caliber that art form can be.
I'm with you.
That's it.
So to recap these teams. I'll run mine out first. Yeah. Barack Obama, Jackie Robinson, Prince, my Uncle Reggie, Oprah Winfrey, Charles Drew, Sean Puff Daddy Combs, Omar from The Wire, Mashallah Ali, Eddie Murphy, Madam C.J. Walker, Kanye West, Benjamin O. Davis Sr., Colin Kaepernick, Malcolm X the film, and Kinda Blue album.
All right, I'm going to recap mine. The great Martin Luther the King, Garrett A. Morgan, Jack Trice, David Dudley, a.k.a. Double D, Barry Gordy, Dr. Daniel Hale Williams, Janet Jackson, George Jefferson, Chris Rock, Colin Powell, Bill Cosby, Angela Bassett, Shaka Zulu, Bass Reeves, Boomerang for my film and album Public Enemy. Takes a Nation of Millions.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, man. So y'all, I hope y'all followed along with us. Make your team. So let us know what you think. Also, vote. We're gonna have a poll up on the Twitter page. It'll be pinned at the top. Vote for what you think would be the best between Matt and mine, and it'll be on Facebook if you're a Facebook person as well. And if you're on Instagram, just go up on the comments.
Do what you will.
Yeah, we'll see which one you think is the best. Thank y'all for listening. Or you can email us if you don't have any of those. Some people don't have any social media. Email us straight oolc@gmail.com. Let us know your brackets too. Email us your bracket. No, not your bracket. Your lineup from this as well as you played along. Thank y'all for listening. We'll be back soon next week with a lot of dopeness. We'll be moving on new digs in 2 weeks.
Yeah, man. More about that next week. We got a real big announcement coming forward that's going to really kind of change the way the show goes for the better.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? It's we'll be coming to that soon. So, yo.
All right. See y'all. Peace.